Good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report. College football, Kansas State will be the local team playing this week with Missouri and KU off. Kansas State will play Houston, who is not such a good team, as they're off to a 3-5 start and 2-3 in the conference. Meanwhile, the Cats are 7-1 overall in the Big 12 and 4-1 in conference play. Donovan Smith is a player to watch out for who has struggled on the season with 4 touchdowns and 8 picks. As the other opposing quarterback, Avery Johnson, who seems to get better every week. He has 16 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. DJ Guidance is one of the best backs in the country. And for the Cougars, it will be RJ Stanford. He hasn't got enough carries to see where he is. J.C. Brown has over 400 yards for Houston. And Stephon Johnson is a wide receiver for Houston. And J.C. Brown has over 500 yards for the Cats this season. Kansas State is better at the quarterback with Avery Johnson. They are also better at the running back with DJ Guidance, and are also better at the wide receiver spot with Jace Brown. And for the best player on the Houston defense is AJ Husley. He has the interceptions in the league. The Cats are Jacob Parrish is the best defensive player in the backfield for the Cats. Kickoff is at 2:30. A good possible game is Iowa State and Texas, but the Cyclones are favored by 13.5. In that game, kick is at 2:30 on ESPN. The Cats game is on Fox at 2:30. Ty Lawrence and are the two of the best receivers in the game. Even though Warren, the best game of the day is possibly at 11. Ty Warren and Ohio State and Penn State. Players to watch out for: former Cat, Wildcat, in Kansas State, Will Howard. And for the Boilermakers, it's Drew Aller. Quinn Judix is the running back for the Buckeyes. Kay Allen is the running back for Penn State. Jamar Smith is a running back for the Jamar Smith is a receiver for the Ohio State. Tyler Warren is a tight end. These are two of the best both pass catchers in the Big Ten. Caleb Downs is a safety player to watch out for the Buckeyes. And Andrew Ablu Carter is a player to watch out for Penn State. Ohio State is favored by 3. Give me Ohio State 21-17. That game kicks at 11. Pittsburgh and SMU will play Eli Houston and Kevin Jennings are the quarterback. Desmond Reed and Brashard Smith is the running back. Receiving yards, Kodo Murphy Field and Keontae and RJ Maryland are the wide receivers. KJ Humphrey is having a solid season. Both having a solid season. Isaiah Nova is a hard-hitting safety for the SMU. Linebacker, Pittsburgh Panthers. Player to watch out for is Kyle Lewis. Even though the Pittsburgh is undefeated, SMU is favored by 7.5. Game time is at 7. I'm taking Pittsburgh in the points, but Pittsburgh leads an undefeated season 27-23. Now here's more with Jason and Sam. That's Sam on Sports. Chiefs for the Chiefs' first 3 regular season games were a foot out of bounds, and the second one It was a pass interference call that got him down to that kick, a field goal, and a bad call in the end zone on a Chiefs pass interference, likely, but the refs called it no. In one of those games, the Chiefs probably should have lost, and maybe two of those games the Chiefs should probably lost. There's a movie called Any Given Sunday. Here's more with that.
One foot, not even a foot, a few inches changed everything on this play. Let me show you real quick. Go ahead and pause it. Change the angle. Play it. Watch it. Watch it. Pause it. Zoom in on that. Enhance it. Enhance it. 1 foot. The worst punt of the night. A haphazard comet that's going to come crashing down from the clouds only to hit an undeserving lower leg bone. A twist of fate that undoubtedly altered the trajectory of this game. But was this luck? And better yet, how big of a role does luck play in the NFL, in sports?
So football is far from random. If it was random, you and I could be out there right now. We can't. Still, that doesn't mean that luck can't play some type of role in this dance. To understand luck, we need to first define it, because if we can define it, then we can begin measuring it. Luck is a chance event. It's a random occurrence where one doesn't maybe have any control over the outcome. It also gets misunderstood, misused, and confused with good and bad fortune, something someone would at least have some partial control over the outcome with. And luck is also simultaneously this medication for losing fans. Most don't deny its existence. Instead, the debate and really the doubt starts a little bit deeper with luck.
So there is a general sentiment that while luck may exist, it is evenly distributed. I think one hypothetical example perfectly sums this up.
Imagine a head coach explaining a loss due to luck. Should he choose such a path, he may no longer be a head coach at the conclusion of the press conference. Suggesting that luck plays a role in the outcome of a game immediately violates any sense of responsibility. It's shifting the blame from thyself to thy universe. The question is this accurate? Does luck balance out in football? To understand virtually anything, we kind of need something we can compare it to. For example, football is big. In other ways, football is small. How? Well, football games on average are longer in game length than basketball, baseball, hockey, and that more literal version of football. But American football is also smaller in the number of possessions and smaller in terms of games played in a season. This is crucial when it comes to luck. Even for those that kind of get this, they maybe don't fully appreciate the scale, so here's an example. In a typical NBA game, there are about 210 total possessions. In football, each team typically has the ball 11 to 12 times a game. We'll round that to 25 total possessions. Just for a moment, imagine the Celtics playing the Pistons in a game with only 25 possessions, where two teams play one 6-minute game. A lesser team will have a much better chance at upsetting a better team with fewer possessions because, well, the sample size is so small, luck only needs to intervene in a handful of possessions to change the outcome.
Roughly speaking, the less volume that we have, the more variance we can see in a data set, the more that luck can play a role.
And since football games have so few possessions compared to other major sports, luck plays a big role in this way. Of course, this isn't the only variable as we compare sports on the luck continuum, but it is an important one. Additionally, of the 4 major American sports, football is the only one that doesn't involve a series in the postseason. It's one and done. So again, advantage luck relative to other sports. So how do we measure luck within the game of football?